Huh. So we're in round 3. For those of you who don't know, daily events for sealed pay out for the first, for 4 O's, 3 1s, and 2 2s. 2 2s get a draft set. So, yay! I get to keep playing as if I can win something. This hand has multiple ways of dealing with opponents' early stuff, and it can also draw end of creatures and stuff, so I like it. I'm going to keep it. Typically, if I was on the play, I might not keep it because I'd rather have a like a creature or something I can play out. I think I'll go with Cure because I know I'm getting it rather than play out the island hoping to draw another island. Oh, definitely against a deck with those 2 colors. I want to have up Farika's Cure. Um, if he runs out the 3-1 or, something like that, I can easily just kill it off. Wingseed Rider. You are so going to die now. That card is insane. I'll play out the island, and I'll pass the turn. Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll play out a creature and then try to equip it with something. Not just a Chorus of the Tides. I'm probably fine with that resolving and not wanting to just Voyage's End it immediately. I think I'm going to go land Centaur, mill him, and then next turn I can play the Temple if I don't draw a land. Because if I don't play the Temple, if I played the Temple, then I'd only have 3 mana, and I'd be stuck without being able to do that. I'd basically be sitting on that, so I'd much rather play out the Centaur. It gives me a presence on the field. Yeah. And I get to also see what's in his deck a little bit. Unicorn, Fortune Hunter, Land, and Loyal Pegasus. I was probably fine with him drawing those cards. But okay, so I realize in this draft, whenever I play the Centaur, I look at what they have, and I'm like, oh, I'm happy I mulled those cards. But the way that mulling works is you don't want to be doing it so you can say, oh, I'm glad that I got rid of these cards off of his deck. Jeez. Hopefully I can get them. Because it doesn't matter. It just straight up doesn't matter what you put into his graveyard. It's you don't want to mull him for the chance of hitting his bomb or anything like that because it just doesn't matter most of the time. I'm saying the word doesn't matter a lot. Haha. Gonna play at the Temple now. I want to leave up Griptide and Voyage's End. I'll put you on the bottom. That way, and I wanted also to get the Scry. I could have played out the island and blah, blah, blah. But I'd much rather get the Scry effect now because next turn I want to be able to play things. I want to know I'm drawing gas at this point. I'm also going to pass the turn. And if he goes planes and attacks, I'm going to block. He'll probably Monstrous, at which point I'll Griptide. Or he won't Monstrous. Interesting. He's playing a 6-drop, though? Horizon Scholar? See, now I regret not playing that land. Well, it resolves. That's one thing. Sure, you get to scry. I'm going to let him scry the 2. And then I think I'm going to Griptide. And put this. Did I put the Scholar back on top? Well, he went top, so yeah, I'll put the Scholar back on top. Because he's not getting value off of the Scry at the moment. Because he's going to draw it again next turn, replay it, blah, blah, blah. So here, I think I just slam the Gorgon, and then the next turn I can just go land, kill one of his creatures. That seems pretty good. And I'm not blocking here, by the way. For those of you playing at home, this is a bad block. Um, it 1-for-1s instead of the possibility of a 2-for-1. Do I let him 9 me here? He's going to monstrous it now? Yeah, that's fine. So then I go land, pass the turn. Because I can monster resist whenever. The issue is well, maybe that wasn't the right play. Now he gets the opportunity to untap. So now if he has something and I go to monstrous, I can't do it. I'm just gonna bounce the 100-handed one, and I can leave up nullify. That way I don't get blown out by a trick if he has one. Put that on top. This lets me keep the ability to monstrous available to me in case I really want to. He's just gonna run out the 100-handed one again. Yes. I'm gonna nullify that. And then I think I'm going to monstrous and shoot the chorus of the tides out of the sky. Because then the next turn when he plays out his Horizon Scholar, I have Asphyxiate available. And that's good stuff. Cool. I don't think much stuff has haste. Although I am giving myself up to Excoriate by doing that, which is the 4-mana just exile a tapped creature. I do have to say, he did play this out very well. He waited until he drew the 2 cards that he scryed to the top, so that way he wouldn't have to... The re-scry, he could get full value off of it. So, I mean, kudos to him. That was a good play. But I'm just going to do some Gorgon beatdown for a little bit here. And let's see what he plays. If he plays something that's small, I have Freakish Gear. Hopefully he does play something small. It's slightly bigger than I like. And land. Alright. I'm just going to pass. I really can't let the Emissary attack me, because I don't want him to start drawing cards. Skirmisher is fine. He's attacking me? What does he have? Divine Verdicts. Got it. That was actually, I think, still the right play. I'd much rather trade a 1-for-1 than letting him draw a free card. Wow. And now he gets to start drawing 2 cards a turn off of his card that's really, really good. Ugh. Yeah, this isn't going to end well for me. Well, I get to play a Servant. Don't counter it? Cool. It blocks forever. Do you want to attack? I will block and drain you for 1. Alright. He saw the play. Oh my god. Land for days. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess I did draw a lot of spells earlier on. So it's only fair. Oh my god. I'm gonna laugh when I draw my Disciple of Phoenix next turn and I play it, and he just has 3 lands in hand. Oh my god! All right, this is all right. We've drawn 13 land. We have 17 in our deck, so that means we can only draw 4 more before we start drawing gas, right? 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 All right. He drew something. He's playing it. What is it? Oh god! That is stupid good. I don't think I can deal with that because I used my 2 bounce spells already. Oh god. This is bad. This is so bad. Um, sure. I swear to god, if this is 3 lands. Oh wow. What? Why haven't you played that? What are you doing with your life? Oh my god. Oh, I gotta take that. That card's insane. And I have to attack with that. So he has Divine Verdict and land in hand. I don't remember if it was an island or a plains he showed us. Sorry, I'm bad at this game. But I don't think it matters, because I don't think I have a way of dealing with the emissary at the moment. I get to gain a life, though. Gray Merchant does help. Alright, I'm going to swing with both. I said swing with both. You do a counter spell? Wow. Alright, good game. Man, if I could have just resolved the Gray Merchant, I had a shot. Man. So blue-white stuff. Making a sense of theme. People just playing blue-white stuff decks. Honestly, I like our deck against this guy. Let's take out the Sangomancy, bring in a Divine Verdict. We'll cut a Swamp and bring in a Plains. That seems good. This gives us an ability to deal with the Eidolon. Yeah. Alright. Let's try this. I don't know. I just think our pool was a little underpowered. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just missing the insanity that was the green-white deck. I'm siding into the green-white deck in the last round if I lose this one. I get a Shipwreck Singer out, and I have 2 servants. Not the worst. I mean, most of my cards I can play if I just draw any land. Come on, one time, any land. Alright. Good. Hit that any land. I think I'm just gonna run out a servant and just hit for 1. Because he's not gonna attack, he's gonna use that to ramp. So it doesn't really matter if I attack or not. If I hit a land next turn, then I can start forcing. I can't even force this to attack though, because he'll just untap something in response. I think I'm gonna attack with both. Yeah, I'll attack with both. So again, I'm not getting any value out of the Shipwreck Singer not being attacking. All right, he takes it all. I'm gonna run out the Centaur. I'm gonna mill him. He has a counterspell. All right. And then next turn, if he plays like land spell, I can disciple to see his whole hand and get some of that sweet, perfect information. It's a 5-drop. That's scary. Good. Good, because I was just thinking to myself, you know what I want him to play this turn is a Nessian Asp. Thank you, Return Phalanx, for showing up to the party. Your presence has been requested for quite some time. Alright, let's see your whole hand. It's really scary, probably, right? A null doesn't really do much against me because I don't have a ton of enchantments. So that's probably fine to keep. The Disciple I'm fine with because I have Shipwreck Singer out and it's active, so I can just make it attack into me and then block with the Singer and then tap it to give -1/-1. So it's a 1/1 versus a 1/2 and my guy wins. And then he has the big Vulpine Goliath and he has a land. Huh. The thing with the Nessian Asp is it doesn't have trample or anything, so if he like goes all in on the Asp, I have the Servant to leave back, and the Servant I can just block forever with. So I think I'm just going to cut the Goliath because trample is probably going to be an issue against my deck. And I'm not going to attack with either of my guys because, you know, that Asp. And he's going to run out. What do you draw? Really? Just rip off the top the... God. Honestly, this Disciple of Phoenix has been doing a really good job of making me feel confident. Because it just keeps... I shouldn't complain, inherent variance in the game and blah blah blah. But sometimes it just feels like your opponent just rips all the best cards that they have, and you're just sitting around just being upset about life. I really don't know what to do here. Like, I can play out Returned Phalanx, and then triple block the Asp. But if he hits a land, then I'm just in horrible, horrible shape. Because he did play the island that we saw previously. He drew the Horizon Scholar, but he's scryed twice. So if we play the Phalanx, we can do that. He also then can't attack with this, because I'll block and then do that. But he then gets in for 4 here. But we also get to kill the Asp. Actually, we don't even... Yeah, we can just make it have to attack. We don't have to give it the -1/-1 to save our guys. Alright. I'll play out the Phalanx. And then pass the turn. And then on his begin combat, if he doesn't play a land, I'll make the Asp attack. Because we know all he has in his hand is the 2/2 flyer that makes you draw a card uninspired, and he has the annul, which isn't any good. You attack this turn. So we're taking 4 in the air. And again, he has to, for the second turn in a row, rip something off the top of his deck that I haven't seen. Because we know what 2 of the cards are. Unless I'm misinterpreting how Magic the Gathering works. Alright, cool. So we killed that. We can start trading damage, and if he just passes, I'll probably just play out the Disciple. Unless I rip something that I can like use Wave Crash Strain with, or like a Necrobite or something. Okay. Interesting. Um, hmm. The issue is we have no way of dealing with the Horizon Scholar right now. We really need a way of dealing with that. So we know he has a Null and the Flyer. We can make this attack next turn. We don't care about either of the cards, so we don't want to waste a Disciple on it. We want to wait for him to not play a card for a turn. I think we just Phalanx, make this attack, and then if he wants to, he can spend. He can tap sack to that, but then we still trade one for. Yeah, let's do that. Because I think that's what he's gonna do. Unless he rips like a creature that he doesn't. That is like he doesn't care about it. In which case he'll play that out. But Unicorn. All right. Well, that's fine. Because this is toughness. You will sacrifice creatures. Toughness. All right. So he has a null in the 2/2 in his hand. Perfect information for another turn. He's going to sack another creature. As a way of making it so he doesn't have to attack. It's pretty smart. I'll also make him tap down his key or his follower, I think. Tap your dude. Ah, tricky. Now he's debating if he attacks with this. Because I'm just going to double block it if he does, but he doesn't. Alright, so I take 4. Oh, it'll land. I can't attack, because he'll probably just sack that for it. We know the 2 cards in his hand, so we don't want to use that. It has trample, so the servant's not really that good against it. Gonna run out the Triton, I think. And I think at this point I have to start -1/-1ing stuff. You drew another card? Come on. Quit drawing stuff. Alright, he sacks a thing. Attackers get -1/-1. So I only go to 6. Probably should have been doing that earlier. But, oh well. I hit a land. Doesn't help much. I just got a giant 6/6 out. I have no way of targeting this to lock down stuff. He's probably just going to grind me to death with this Scholar. Does playing out a Servant help at all? No, it doesn't really. So I think I'm just going to pass, because I can have Shipwreck Singer, make something attack and then give stuff -1/-1. I can actually make two things attack and then give -1/-1s out. He drew another creature? Or just the 2/2 that he had from earlier? A time to feed, you say? He drew a time to feed. Well, may as well use the mana while I can. So I'm going to make him attack this turn. And I'm going to make him attack this turn. Because we knew what he drew. Yeah, you gain your life. So now he has to decide how he wants to do stuff. I guess what he could do, he could tap. No, is it part of the cost? Yeah, it's tap sack. Okay. I was thinking you could tap sack and then tap to untap it. Actually, he could tap to untap that with it on the stack, the untap trigger on the stack. He could then tap it to sack it, this to it. That way he doesn't have to attack this. No, then he has to attack as an 8/8. Instead, makes me block with most of my cards. We know what he has in his hand. Why is he untapping that? Oh, just so he cannot have to attack this turn. Okay. Alright. So we know the two cards in his hand, so we don't have to worry about any tricks or anything. So I'm just going to sack the 2 returned phalanxes to it to kill it. Okay. Then we draw the card that wins us the game. God. Ugh. All right. All right. I think the name of this game is We Can't Beat 4-Power Flyers. how many games have we lost to just the Horizon Scholar? It's almost comical at this point. Sad, but comical. So yeah, we lose this game. Really? That was game 2? It was game 2. Oh my god, I'm so bad at Magic. Alright, everyone, I'm sticking it out. I'm going to play round 4, even though it's not going to make me any money, because I love you guys, and I want you guys to see me play more. Despite the fact that you guys, at this point, probably don't want to see me play anymore. Hopefully I don't get a buy. That'd be awkward, because it'd just be like a 5-second video of me saying, I got a buy. So yeah, I will be back in a few minutes with another draft video, and that draft video will hopefully be of me winning. And I bet I'm going to win because I lose in the first game, and then I just destroy with that blue-white deck in the next 2 games. And I'm going to read the comment section after, and everyone's going to be like, see, it was such a better deck. I expected different things. I don't know. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in the last